Alright YouTube, High Speed Noble back here, High Speed Noble's garage. Got the 1970 Chevelle, aka the Beast, behind me here. As you can see, got the hood on. Gonna be doing a little bit of work, got some fitment issues. Hopefully I can get them worked out today. And maybe you guys can help me out here. I've got a lot of great advice on the gaps and everything. And hey, definitely well received, and we'll take that for note and go from there. But before I start on any more of the body work, I want to get this hood fitted correctly so that we can move on in the process and get it done. Stand by. So looking at the Chevelle right now, you can see it's on here, the hood, but you can see we got some fitment issues. Places like right in here. The gap is looking pretty good along the line, along the fender here. Hood, fender fitment looks good. Light bezels, they're looking great as well on this side. Then you go over here, you got issues like that right there. And if you go down, it's real tight, is basically rubbing up against there. Trust me, I've been working these hinges, bought new hinges to go along with it, just not fitting right. And of course, these are things you get with an aftermarket hood. And even more so, not lining up so well right here. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm going to bring the front clip essentially forward just a little bit, and just watching other videos, I've seen a few ways to get this done. So hopefully I can get it where it needs to be at. Again, at this point, definitely not looking for a perfect finish, but you know, I don't want to get to where it's painted, everything done, and be like, you know what, I should have fixed that. So, and also, if anybody has any advice on this area right here where the windshield wiper goes, I've been having a lot of, it was bumping up against that. So that might be just figuring out what to do with the, you know, the hood and the hinge placement as well. So be back at you in a second. We got the hood open now, and one of the things I want to ask you guys about is, hey, what do you think about this play in the hood? Is this normal? Is this something you guys have seen before? What would you recommend? They're new hinges, okay? Got the old ones right down there. But, you know, hey, we'll see how this goes. But, you know, we got it. You know, brought the back all the way down. And in the middle there, on this hinge right here on the driver's side and on the passenger side, pretty much the same thing. Right in the middle there, but in the back, it's all the way down as well. I actually went as far as shimming this side. You can see that. Yep, got the shim right there. So, you know, it's not a matter of, do I have them on there? Yes, I have them on there, obviously, but are they correct? You know, you can't move these things backwards and forwards that much, but you can go up and down. And I'm wondering, do I need to make any adjustments up here? You know, on the top? You know, is that part of my issue as well? So I'm gonna take a look at that as well and kind of work it as best as I can. And I think, all right, YouTube, High Speed back with you. Got the hood on, still need to make some fine adjustments to it. But, you know, I think it came out well. You know, compared to what it was before. Little minor things, got to get this down, probably got to bend the hood up in this area right here. Still got to work this, probably I'll take these spot wells out, bend this down, but the gaps are looking pretty good, you know, so I think I did a pretty good job on this one. I think we're good, you know, I'm satisfied, all right. So here we are. What I ended up doing was basically taking the doors, bringing the doors all the way a lot further in. You can see that's still off right there, but while those gaps seem large, those are pretty much same factory gaps, I guess. And not gonna really worry about them right now until I start doing the body, well, not the body work, but the painting and everything else. But yeah, everything's lining up pretty good here. This is in here, so main thing is it goes up and down, and it is not sticking up on the sides like it was before. So and that's it. So all right, YouTube, back. What you can see right here is, as a result of adjusting the hood and getting it where it needs to be at, I have that big gap again. So what I may have to do is just go ahead and either accept that gap, or, as I stated in my previous videos, weld a little bit more rod in here, just to offset it a bit. But as you can see, everything is good to go. Got to work on these issues right here. What I did was draw a few lines here where I'm gonna cut, I'm gonna break these spot welds, bend this down a little bit, bring it in a little bit more, because I'm fairly certain that I do have these fenders where they need to be. Ended up bringing the doors in a lot more than what they were before. I mean, they were probably, this edge right here came to about out here, honestly, and so that's where you get that gap is. But, you know, getting that door pushed in, that was probably a good idea. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. Up in this area right here, still got a little gap in here, but you know what? Hey, if I was Foose or somebody like that, you know, one of these big name guys that builds cars for a living, I'd probably get that fixed. But you know what? I'm not them. So same thing on this side. Gonna slice this down, break these spot welds, bend this down, bring this in just a little bit, just so that I can get those gaps where I need them to be, because otherwise it's gonna continue to rub up on this fender. Bringing this fender back, probably not gonna happen, because again, it's just, you know, aftermarket fenders don't sit all that well. But you know what? It's good enough for me. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But otherwise, I think it's looking good. It opens up pretty easy. Like I would show you, but I'll probably just end the video with me opening the hood and you seeing how that works and everything. So, all right, high speeds out. Should have taken the advice from a guy at Lakeside Auto Body. I believe they're out of Michigan, I believe, or something like that. But instead of trying to drill through my spot welds like I just did, and you saw me get off there and it bounced off, take a 1/16 bit, go through, drill them out. That's gonna be minimal welding that you have to do anyway on the back side of it, but just gonna go ahead and get that knocked out right now. For all you kids watching at home, remember, safety first, eye protection. I do have it. I should have been wearing it, but at the same time, this little bugger right here As you can see, when I pulled it out, gave me a nice little cut there. So yeah, safety first. All right, YouTube, High Speed back with you. Got it all welded up. I'm gonna get it ground down. Started on the other side already, but you can see right now that that gap is a heck of a lot better. And at the same time, we're sitting flush, a lot more flush than we were before. So I can live with that gap. So I think that's good to go. All right, YouTube, High Speed back here. Got it ground down. Got everything where I want it. Everything's lined up pretty good. I think it did a good job. I'm satisfied. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it alone. Those gaps are where they need to be at. Coming all the way down. Nice and even. I know people talk about, hey, don't worry about gaps. They didn't come factory correct. I did it, but at the same time, you know, since I'm doing it, I'm gonna do it. This side wasn't so easy. I don't know why it was much more difficult, but the hood still sits a little bit lower than the actual fender itself, but we'll work those issues out later. But I think it has to do with, you know, the fender itself and everything else. But at the same time, the issues that I was having before with the fender sticking up is no longer there. You can see that right there. So, hey, I'm satisfied. So, I'm gonna end the video here and, you know, get ready for the next portion, which will be, for real, filling, doing everything else, getting everything and working on this gap again, maybe. But if you haven't done so already, like, share, subscribe. And I appreciate you guys' comments and taking a look at my videos. I really do appreciate it. So, High Speed's out. Thank you.